right. Hello, everybody. This is Johnnie Geathers. Welcome to another JG Mental Health Fridays. Hope all of you having a great day so far. You just got your day started. I hope you have a great day. Today, I have a good brother of mine. He always been supportive of me from day one, Mr. Andre Scott. Andre, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Peace, peace. First and foremost, thanks, brother, for the platform. I'm going to be able to join with you. My name is Andre Scott. I am the owner and operator of Able Vision Counseling and Consulting Services. I'm a mental health professional, been in the field since 2018. Um, Also do some work in the violence prevention realm, behavioral health manager for a program called Greater Valley Act. So trying to give my skills back to the planet.
Right. All right. So we're going to kick it off with the first question. So, what brought you into this career space?
Early on in life, I was more of a support to my mom. She had me younger as a teenage mom. So once we were able to be back in the space, I was returned to her care when I was about 3 years old. I lived with my grandma because she was young and some things was going on there. So once I was returned to her care, pretty much being her support and her motivational factors through the things we were going through. So, son, you really good at this. Boom, boom, boom. You're always there for me. And just growing up in that space, and I identified my ability to assist people through, my thought process and my communication skills. So, understanding that once I started going into my educational field, post high school time, just really identified with the psychology course. My first psychology course at CCAC. I'm like, this is really what I can do. So I wanted to be a medical doctor early on, but learn about malpractice and different things of that nature in educational requirements like 8, 10, 12 years after high school. I'm like, I don't necessarily want to do that per se. But once I found psychology, I'm like, this is what I can do. I can still be in the helping field and I can move with this subject matter.
Or what a coincidence, because before getting into social work and therapy and all that, originally I had wanted to be a pediatrician as well. And I said the same thing in undergrad. I was like, I don't want to be in school for a long time. So that was that what a
Sure,
coincidence and
sure.
everything. So even though you've been in this field for some time, and I know originally you wanted to be in a medical field, if you wasn't in this field outside of medical and social work and mental health and all those different things, what would you be doing right now?
Hmm. Um, I don't know. Something in the helping nature, counseling. Before being a mental health therapist, I did social work. So service coordination, independent living. I really, really enjoy helping people process, and not like I'm an old head or nothing, but helping the younger folks. I may have been a coach or something. Like I really like basketball, so I may have pursued coaching or something in that nature, just to still, be within my personal realm, my personal skill set.
Okay, okay. Now most people don't know, but for I'm shining out to people that normally watches me, that you are an artist, a music artist, and everything
Yeah,
in that nature.
yeah.
So, what made you get into that?
Similar vibrations, looking to help somebody. My mom's younger brother came to live with us when I was probably about 7 or 8. He's 4 years older than me, so he started to represent as my older brother, my older sibling, if you will, in that space. And he was really big into music, so he was the rapper. I would make the beats, so that we can interact and have our time there. And then I learned that once again, I could give back to people and I could help folks through a musical lens. And it helped me as a person to learn how to express my challenges and my frustrations in a way that weren't as detrimental in day to day life. So being able to use my brain a little bit, I'm a nerd, so learn the business components. And then if I want to provide a service through this company, I have to show people that we can perform the task. So I had to become the artist in that role. So wanting to be expressive, wanting to help people and build the business out allowed me to become the music artist that I am.
Okay. All right. So, if you could remember, what was the first song that you've written?
First song I wrote, it was called Hot to Fire. Myself, my homeboy from Wilkesburg, Kilo G, we were on that song. I was featured pretty much on his song. He's the first person that asked me to write a song and be on a song with him in that realm. Like me and my uncle would hang out, but that was the first song I wrote. It was called Hot to Fire.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. And since we're talking about music and everything, I just want to jump into one of the random questions I have for you. If you could choose an artist to collaborate with, who would it be?
On the rap side, it would be AZ. I'm a real
Okay.
big AZ fan. Him, Nas, Lauren Hill, I want to say, Foxy, whatever. They had the firm that
Okay.
group back in the day. I really became fond of that type of musical. So AZ on the rap side. And I'm more eclectic or inclusive now. So I'm reggae vibes, rock and roll vibes, country vibes, anything that'll really blend in and help the people, come together. But if I could identify an artist, it would be AZ.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So, what was a challenge in your life that you overcame?
Um, I would say it sounds funny. I would say being raised by a single mother. My father was in jail for majority of my life, but she's so dope and like poured into me with so much. I don't really see that as something I had to overcome or something that we had to grow through together. And me being comfortable with him not being present and being able to identify other males in the world to learn from. So being
Okay.
raised by a single mom and being able to develop a positive sense of masculinity and male development.
Okay. Okay. And even though you was raised by, your mom growing up, currently right now, what is your relationship like with your father?
It's working. It's working well. He's been out for going on 2 years. Even when he was in, we had a reasonably healthy, if you will, relationship. So I would visit as much as my spirit and time would allow, but we would be on the phone regular. He sent me resources for mental health, for life, for music. So while he was in, we still had a healthy connection, as healthy as possible with him being away, but still had a healthy connection. So with him being out, I have more access to him.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So now I'm gonna ask you some random questions before we get into the other um, questions I have for you. So
Gotcha.
one random question is this: what is a place that's on your bucket list that you want to go to?
Africa.
Africa. Okay.
Africa.
Why?
I've wanted to go to Africa for a long time, not just because I'm African American. I want to go to the motherland. I just want to be able to experience the diversity in that culture. When I was younger, like I said, I'm a little nerd, so I had took advanced classes and they ran out of stuff to teach me. So I would help create the stage plays for our school plays. So I had to draw a giant map of Africa. So I really had to do the research and dig into the things so I could know what I was putting into that space, and it was real interesting to me.
Okay. Okay. Now, in regards to Africa, is there a particular like city that you want to, go into and check out, or you just want to just explore the continent wherever?
Initially, it was the continent wherever. Throughout my music time, I've developed relationships with some kings over in Senegal. So I
Okay.
made songs with them, have established really friend type relationships with them. So I would like to start there.
All right, word, word. Okay. If you could meet a celebrity, either living or dead, who would it be?
That's a good one. Living Denzel Washington. I'm
Okay.
a Denzel fan just on the multiple angles he was able to act from and his ability to give back uh orator. He's a really good public speaker. So meet him in a living sense. On the past tense, I would do like a Muhammad Ali, a Martin Luther King type of deal. See what really drove their passion for their movement inside of their craft and learn them as people.
All right, word, word. I know for me on my end, a living person will be Jay-Z because I will want
Hmm.
to learn more about the ins and outs of him coming from out the projects and what got him to where he is right now in terms of his status and everything. And then someone that passed on, um, somebody that I more so kind of want to learn more about because she died too soon and she was at the cusp of her time. Aaliyah. Just want to see what her
Mm-hmm.
life was like during those times, getting to that point of her tragic death and everything like that. See what else she had coming up and what was in store, and things with her and everything.
Yeah,
What
she was rolling.
is yeah,
That's for sure.
my next one? What is your guilty pleasure?
Hmm. I've become very disciplined as of late. um, I would say snacks and things, but my body doesn't receive too many snacks. So I'll say I'm like low key addicted to watching basketball. So it's
Okay.
like one-on-one basketball, fives, anything that's in the realm to where I can study and build some skill sets and hand that on to my youngins. So yeah, I'll find a way to study basketball to be a part of that in any kind of way I can.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. Now, which family member knows you the best?
Uh, my mom, number one, her little sister, my aunt Diana, very, very close, number two.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. Now, with you being in this space, to individuals that want to be in your shoes, what tips can you give them?
Therapeutically or in general?
Just in general.
In general, I use this almost daily with the groups that I run, and it sounds very simple, but be true to yourself.
Hmm.
Throughout my life, there have been, like you asked me, how did I come to this point? There have been points of decision making to where uh, I wasn't always supported in my decisions. There were doubt. Why are you doing this? Maybe you need to choose that. You need to pick between A and B. With me being a musician and I was on council for a while and the therapeutic space, I was told to pick a lane. I was told to maximize one space over the other and being me, knowing who I am. I'm like, I can't limit myself because then I won't be able to be fully beneficial to myself or the people that I believe I'm charged to, assist with in life. So just be true to yourself. If you want to dance, dance. If you want to climb trees, climb trees. Find a way to monetize your craft and your core ability so that it's more fun than not. But that's my answer. Be true to yourself, man. If somebody's doubting you, allow that doubt to resonate in them if it's not an honest assessment of yourself.
Okay, I received that. I received that. So everybody that's watching this and listening, basically what he's telling you, just be you, but also be your own brand. Be your own brand. You are a walking brand within yourself. Before we wrap things up, I want to ask you, what are some things that you got coming up, or what's some things you got in store for yourself, even on the therapy side and also music side?
On the therapy side, I've really been, we as a company, but really been seeking more contracts, more speaking engagements. Looking to infuse therapeutic knowledge and treatment into the various systems. So the education system, the legal system, those type of things, so we can have a more humane approach to how we deal with our students, how we deal with those that are having mental health challenges or legal challenges, the actual medical field, because there are mental health determinations and considerations that are not connected to mental health professionals. So
Mhm.
making sure that that is infused into the package at most junctures. You might get in trouble if you don't go to the medical doctor. It's called medical neglect and failure to thrive and things like that. But you don't get that same encouragement or guidelines for the mental health capacity. So making sure that mental health is considered in that same vein as the medical health, so that we can be whole in our approach to wellness. Musically, I am releasing a new project. The full project will be available October 31st, but I'm releasing singles and videos leading up to that. The project is called Face to a Name. I'm a more modest behind the scenes. Let me do the work, and the benefit falls on whoever it falls on. In this time of my creation, my music creation, I've been allowed to be in the front right now. So that's why it's called Face to a Name. I've been doing this since 2007, 2008, and people know of the company. People know of the works that come from GME and Mr. Abel. But now it's time for me to let them know this is the face behind the work.
All right, word. See, I heard that he dropping something October 31st, so definitely check that out and everything. All right, so Andre, as always, I appreciate you for being, able and open to be involved in things. Y'all know, everybody, I always reach out to Andre for different opportunities and things that I have coming up just to, spread the word, spread the love and everything in that nature, and stuff. But for anyone that want to get in touch with you and everything, how can they follow you?
Musically, you can follow me at Mr. Abel of GME, MRABLEOF GME, on any streaming platform, on any social media platform. Professionally on the therapy side, our website is up. So Able Vision and Associates.org, www.ablevisionandassociates.org. You can find us on that space and time. Able Vision and Associates consists of myself, my mom. She is our administrator for the therapeutic component. She also has her own business called Aura's Place. It's an in-home care service. And then my female colleague, my therapist partner, Charlene Booker, has Urban Therapy. So Able Vision and Associates, we work together. It's a cooperative economic dynamic. Nobody works for me. So, yep, you can check us out that way and hopefully access some of our services.
All right. So, like I said, as always, I appreciate you, brother. So, for anybody that has any words or topics that they want me to address on JG Manel Fridays, you can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the videos on there. Also, go on my website through Wix to check out the videos on there. Learn more about me. Check out articles I did for Helpful Live Magazine. Check out different podcast episodes, interviews, things of that nature I've been on, and ways to connect with me for speaking engagements and other opportunities. As always, I appreciate all of you for your love and support. And now I'm leaving you with the closing message. Reflect on the positives, plan ahead, and relax. RPR. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Be well. Be blessed. And peace.
Salute it.